Let me ask you something. When was the last time somebody couldn't stop watching your video because they had to know what happens next? That's the power of curiosity. And most creators and brands are boring as hell. We've all been there, posting something you thought was clever and then only getting 18 likes, 5 views, and 1 person commenting, and a whole lot of silence. You don't need better content. You need better setups. I'm going to give you a 5-minute system to use in your next video, your next product launch, your next promo to hook attention and turn scrolls into stares. By the end of this video, you'll know how to build a curiosity loop in 30 seconds, transform flat intros into what happens next. Use these same tactics to grow your brand, your content, your product. This is part of our foundation series here at Purple Noodle, where we help brands punch above their weight. If that's you, you're gonna love what's coming. You know why most people scroll past your content? It's not because they hate you, it's because you're boring them. Most people don't owe you attention, especially in the first 3 seconds. And yet, that's where most of you are blowing it. You're starting with a wall of text or a boring intro or some weak, "Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you about," and boom, they're gone. You led with information when you should have started with tension. Let me be blunt. If there's no question in the audience's mind, there's no reason to watch you. This isn't about creating drama. It's about closing the gap between what I know and what I want to know. Curiosity isn't mystery. It's math. It's how much tension you can create before the payoff. And most of you are releasing that tension way too fast. You're giving away the punchline before they even ask the question. That's why your videos don't get finished. That's why your products don't convert. That's why people scroll past your brand and don't look back. But it's fixable. I'm going to show you how to flip your openers from forgettable to irresistible. And we're going to build your first curiosity loop right now. Let's do a quick test. Here's a flat intro. Hey everyone, I wanted to make a quick video about my skincare routine and some products I've been really loving lately. I've done this once. Snooze. Now here's a curiosity driven version. I haven't told anyone of this, but this $6 cream saved my skin, but almost ruined my life. Now you're listening. Same content, different entry point. Why? Because in the second version, you have tension. You have stakes. You have questions that need to be answered. That's what a curiosity loop is. It sits in the space between what somebody wants to know and what somebody knows. And when you open that loop, you control their attention until you close it. Look, every brand on social media is doing this, even if they don't realize it. Netflix shows, viral videos, TikToks that get watched, emails that get opened, they all complete incomplete thoughts that force your brain to chase the rest. And when you apply that to your brand's video offers, headlines, website, what happens next? You go from getting scrolled past to getting watched all the way through. So how do you build your own curiosity loops? I'll show you in the next section. We're going to do it live. Let's build one right now. Let's say your business helps people get healthier. Boring intro. Today I'm going to share 3 tips to eat better without dieting. Flat. Seen it 1,000 times. Now let's build a curiosity loop. Most people think this is healthy, but it's wrecking your gut, or the part nobody talks about when it comes to eating clean and how lonely it can feel. Do you feel that? That tug in your brain? That's curiosity doing its job. And here's why it works. We didn't just make a statement. We made a puzzle. The brain hates an open loop. And if your content opens a loop, your brain can't relax until it's closed. That's why cliffhangers work. That's why stories work. That's why people binge watch videos they didn't even mean to click on. So here's your challenge. Take your next boring headline or caption and rewrite it using a curiosity prompt. Most people don't realize the part no one talks about. What happened next shocked me. If you're stuck, drop your niche in the comments. I'll build you a curiosity hook right here in the replies. That's how we do it, Purple Noodle. Let me ask you something. How long do you scroll before you stop? 1 second? Maybe 2? You're not alone. Our brains are built to filter out sameness. Is that a word? We scroll like zombies because we've seen it all. That's why pattern interrupts are your best friend. They snap your viewer out of autopilot. They make them say, "What's this? What's next?" They trigger, "Wait, what was that?" And here's the secret sauce. A pattern interrupt is not about screaming at your viewer. It's about doing something unexpected and relevant. Change the visual. Bold color, switch camera angles. Change the rhythm. Slow down when they expect height. Change the words. Subvert cliches. Instead of, "Here's how to grow your brand," nobody told me that this would be the one thing that clients would chase me on. See the difference? One is a statement. The other one is a story in disguise. Now let's talk setups, because even the best punchline flops without one. I use what I call the inverted setup. Start with a belief your reviewer holds, flip that belief, drop a cliffhanger or promise something better. Like this. You think branding is about logos. I used to think so too, but it's before people see your logo that changes everything. This works because the viewer is already invested. They're thinking, wait, but that's what I believe. And when you break that belief, they stay. Bonus tip, switch the lens. Tell your story from your client's point of view. Make them feel seen. That's not marketing. That's magic. All right, let's land this. You just learned the 5-minute framework to build curiosity fast. Let's recap. Use pattern interrupts to break the scroll. Set up the problem in a way that challenges assumptions. Flip the belief, then dangle the promise. Deliver through story, not just statements. You want something actionable? Here it is. This week, post one piece of content with this exact flow. And if you're stuck, borrow this template. Most people think, insert common belief, but when I tried that, what went wrong? That's when I discovered surprise solution. You're not selling, you're teasing the truth. And if you want feedback, tag us at Purple Noodle. We'll pick a few of you, live review your content, and give you feedback in the comments. That's the power of curiosity. Turn strangers into fans and fans into clients. That was part 3 of our master content series. If you're still with me, now you understand how curiosity works. But here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Curiosity dies without consistency. In the next video, I'm going to show you the least sexy system that helped us grow brands just like this one. Posting randomly won't cut it. I'll show you how to automate your output, batch your ideas, and ship on time, all without burning out. So hit that follow, share with your team, and I'll see you in the next video. Consistency isn't sexy, but it's how we grow every brand we touch. Let's build something.